Alright guys, today we're going to be making our blueberry lemon wheat beer. So here's some of the ingredients we're using. We're going to use Bavarian wheat. This is like the malt extract that comes after boiling the grains. So we're kind of skipping that step. So here's our US fungal hops that we're going to be using. We needed some star sand to help clean out all our tools that we'll be using. And we have our dry wheat beer yeast. And so we're doing blueberry lemon, so we got some lemon peel, and we're going to be introducing some just regular blueberries from your local grocery store. And some of these bags, this is what we're going to be using to actually put the product into our boiling hot water. Alright guys, welcome to James's Brewing. We got about 4 gallons of water here, and we're going to let it boil. Then after that, we're going to start adding our ingredients. So we've been letting this sit for a little while, and it looks like we finally got that boil that we need. So we're going to set the timer for 1 hour. Okay, so for this recipe, we are definitely kind of just spitballing a little bit. So we bagged up a good amount of this hop wheat, and starting with this hour clock, we have it in the bags here. We're going to put both the bags in. We'll put the lemons in like around 30 minutes, and I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, what's up guys? We're going to put our Bavarian wheat malt extract into it. We should probably do it about right when it starts boiling. I've already introduced the hops. Slightly out of order, but shouldn't cause any problems though. So when you put this in, you're going to put the whole bag in because we're going to do about 5 gallons of beer. So basically what this is, oh shit. Oh shit, let me back up. Alright, so we're at 30 minutes now. So now we're going to be introducing that lemon peel that I showed you earlier. As you can see here, this is lemon peel. Alright, so we're just going to put that in with our hops. Alright, so now we're going to be adding the blueberries, close to 15 minutes. So all you gotta do is take some natural blueberries and put it in your blender. Taking about a whole bag. So it's going to be a lot of blueberries here. I'm also going to be introducing just some honey that I had, some honey that I had laying around the house. Alright, so if you noticed, I'm kind of guesstimating a lot, but I haven't messed up yet, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so now I'm going to be pouring my blueberry. This is going to give it a nice blue color. What's up guys? Now we're going to be adding some honey to give it a little extra kick. The more sugar that you add, the more alcohol that you'll get, and if you're like me, you like alcohol, so we'll go a little bit more. I'm kind of guesstimating again, so you know, maybe I guess like 1/3 of this honey. Should probably try and stir it too, because you don't want it to burn on the bottom. Alright, so Katie right now, she's getting ready to put our actual beer from taking it from the pot, and then we're going to give it an ice bath so that it will chill down. And once we get it to about room temperature, we'll put it into our fermenter. Alright, what's up guys? Now we're going to be removing our bags. Remember, this is some hot water. So you're gonna be throwing this out. Wow, it's really hot. Alright, so you go ahead and throw that out. So now we can cool down our temperature. And we're gonna be giving it an ice bath to cool it down. Give it one last stir here. Wish you guys were here, you could smell the hops. It's just infumigating this whole house. Like my roommates came in here, like, what was that? Alright, so I'm taking my lid out of our sanitizer, put our lid on. Alright, so when you're moving it, make sure you're very, very careful because it's super hot. Alright, so just let it sit until it gets to room temperature, and then we'll put it into our fermenter. Alright, so now I'm going to actually take the beer that has been cooled down. I'm going to try and without burning myself. Alright, so there's some sludge in the bottom that you want to try to avoid getting in there. I got a little bit in it, but it's not going to be a problem because I'll be filtering it out later. So the rest of it you need to fill up with water. I cleaned out this tube earlier so that you don't have any contamination problems. Alright, so now we're adding the yeast. Let's go ahead and put it right in there. Alright, so now we're going to put the stopper in. This lets some CO2 come out so that your carboy doesn't explode. After you put that on, you take it to a dark place. And you let it sit for 2 weeks. I like to put it in my box that it came in. You want to take it out and look at it? So we're going to let it sit for 2 weeks and I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, what's up guys? We just actually cleaned out all our bottles and we used our sanitizer. We have it all kind of laid out. All the sanitizer is actually in a keg right now. We cleaned out this bucket very well. It took like, about 30 minutes. That's like a big process, but I showed you how to sanitize earlier, so we're going to move on. So here's our beer. It's been sitting for 2 weeks. It has our blueberry lemon honey in it. It's got some good color, as you can see. Alright, so now we're going to actually siphon it into this bucket so that we can dispense it into the bottles and later keg it. So here's my friend Sean. He's going to help us actually siphon it in. Alright, so we're going to remove our top. Alright. Now, Sean, go ahead and put the siphon here. Go ahead. Alright, so you put your siphon in. You want to make sure the other bucket's lower than where you're going to be siphoning it so that it'll actually like take. Just pump it. Alright guys, we finally got our siphon to work a little bit. As you can see here in the bucket, come a little closer. So we got our siphon going. It's very important to remember that you don't want to get oxygen in your beer at this point. So we're holding it close to the bucket so it runs down the side rather than just letting it drip in. So we're going to do this until we have all the beer into the bucket, and then we'll move on to actually bottling the beer. Alright guys, now we actually got all the beer in our bucket, and we're going to start dispensing it into our beer bottles and then capping them. So go ahead and open it up. You want to try to eliminate having a lot of oxygen in your bottles. So you want to fill it up to the top the best you can. Alright, so that's one right there. You're going to do this for all of them, then you're going to cap them. Alright, go ahead and show you how to cap them too if you come right here. So this is your little capper. Put your bottle cap on top like this. Then you squeeze it. And it should be airtight now. Bam. Alright guys, so we actually bottled all our beer. We have about 16 of them, and we also just kegged it. When you hook up the CO2 to it, I had to mess with it a little bit because I'm still kind of an amateur, but you want it to be sitting at about 20 psi. You could go as high as 30 psi, but that's going to be pretty carbonated when you're doing that. The beer actually has to be cold to absorb the CO2. So I'm going to actually take it out and put it out in the snow. And I'm going to let it sit there until it gets way too cold out there. And then in 2 days' time, it should be ready to drink. So I'm going to put it right here.
How about the shade, not the sun? Okay.
Ah! I'm only doing this because my fridge is full. So we'll let it sit for a little while, and by Sunday it should be ready to drink.